10:45. Why?
Debbie, and I saw Western the count. I think because this is a big issue. I think that Menya
10:45.
So had their course so Ablekuma. It's really shameful, very embarrassing. But said the media is kind of segmented into 3 areas. Number one, some first. Over Kai about videos about cultural say under Akufo-Addo within the MPP, no. Your first intellectualism was sacrificed for idiocy. And I think now me say I don't know obi be better here me names kwan for some mechanic but their course so our Ablekuma leading to a clear manifestation of this whole thing. This is a political party that will go into a major elections and will suffer the most humiliating defeat in the history of Ghana. At the expectation of every political analyst, looking at the magnitude of Mulusu, and say, I said, name ye, say, party will come together and be able to float. Yet, what by way, such conversation will be a have. Yeah, that's sorry, I almost say elections in the but you see, event leading to this elections here, of course, now we heard the position of the party. This is a general secretary of a political party. Why press conference? Party executive general and elections near the seminar court or you boycott elections. That's fair. That's fair because he's the CEO or the administrator of the party. Sure. Having wearing certain enormous executive authority over the party. Then after the press conference, the lady in question, the candidate, goes from home to home campaigning against this particular instruction the general secretary Ediaba. And the woman now all go against the general secretary. One call alone, a significant number of the party executive under general secretary were seen at the ground fine this grand way with impunity. So the question is where lies leadership among the leadership of the MPP? Because if the general secretary can make a statement and that statement few moments after will be defied, clearly a party is suffering from leadership crisis and that there is the need for them to come together and mend the pieces. And I mean, who said my platform way, my post to President Kufuor, and some of the revelations are all making it very shocking. Yeah, sure. President Kufuor say or no MPP and they and when they are making decisions, they don't even consult him. That's true. Now MPP party no buzia dankwa tradition eguye. Eyo ono as Kufuor net me win power more. And now Onyanduru age I can't say ni so he's expecting say baby original as obi a ultimate MPP a when the power perma party number power no and whenever they are making key and strategic decisions you involve Kufuor in the decision but he has become irrelevant in the our managing party that is the concerns Kufuor raising. So some way for credence to some kind of had that say the party is not of rebuilding. Now, impose candidate to be on the party, the upcoming elections. That is the priority of the party, and it's the reason why you see this fractured leadership. And in the election they were going to lose because, baby, I'm not sure say anybody was willing to vote for party one lose power where they messed up with this country, and then things are trying to pick up. Obia might want to pick MP at least Obetimia go to get something or the and for me that is okay. And Debbie, I think that security wise, I think that IGP and the boys they did a very poor job. Very poor job because in terms of security organization everything was poor. Because I work kwanya Metro Mind to me BCG that particular your friends say wena. Yet here we've talked about vigilantism then as a form. I was West Wogan, I have fresh on our minds. Near my course, so the horror I share on TV and as a forum. The last thing anybody expected, and the kind of nonsense we saw our Ablekuma South and Ablekuma North and as a because you see, it was totally needless. But my question is, some metro mine or more betting cutting, why not do a more again? This back and forth now ANC, we saw the police. We saw the attitude that I said the course no do not inform
because they were not armed.
Exactly.
Yes, of course.
Nobody was even in a tactical gear. Then as a forum, you cannot go into an election ground and assume say, oh, everything is going to be okay. So police in for it doesn't make sense. You understand? So I think that the grand strategy by the police in dealing with this particular matter was a bit some way. And again, so security elapse here. Then people with advantage because political individuals will always have political interest. You understand? How a issue no more can. It's unfortunate these things happen, but you see, answer na call grounds no already call grantee interviews or no or call grounds and people and the woman he has a very terrible track record in terms of say hooliganism then as a for I am no some man for lose omobusia for what I say and to call radio so and say when I wear magadia new Van Dam in town oh call grounds people will meet you and corner okra pepper spray then as a forum. So I think that tell me can we condemn this act of violence or your bar near man cause and everybody see yes say 1 2 who for now with the science who call we are I'm for this it's quite unfortunate but what the way forward is I expect the security say we cannot just brush it aside because look at where Ghana has got into in a democracy. We cannot continue to accommodate them in our elections. Or making sure say every single person be involved will be investigated or be prosecuted. Unfortunately for us, there are video footages out there. And JB, after this elections, we must not forget the sense of the Electoral Commission. So we are here today because of the Electoral Commission, the incompetence and the kind of things of my year. Possession about removing the Electoral Commission as a for no, we must not sweep it under the carpet. Election has gone, people has won and as a for these people still pose a significant danger to our democracy, and I think that all the people sitting there at the Electoral Commission, they must resign and go home because none of them are fit for purpose.
That's it. But I say, quick one. The number.
JB, my main for President Kufuor briefly.
In 30 seconds, why?
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Say partner sideline no.
Yes.
President Kufuor, founding member of MPP. And then we wire president our MPP Hawa Koomson on here permission free kodua Justin kodua and I say national chairman honomo and son and the party no enema bi enna wa criticize and I say we make some corrections party no every baby na do sam so we say President Kufuor Ghana ha say ya uncle baby ya meboa because na Kufuor abeye president no hwekata shini buga ni bukata ne ya bronco for pafoko same crab ne ye friend say wo mo former kwableja ko be kwanye mo faso what is President Kufuor bo ho wa mo ho wa wanka ho bia President Kufuor ye statesman former president time Ghana for ehu President Kufuor as statesman ye time NDC wa be mu Mills Mahama 8 years from 2008 to 2016. But 8 years I na Kufuor do because me car me time na so. But so 8 years Mills Mahama do so President Kufuor kasa de fa ho. Ni refi ni so be to crisis na one the one fix. The only thing I otimi here ani say wo to dro ben so every Ghana ekọ Nigeria say West Africa gas supplier. Ekọ ye wo how be to Ghana so. E bra crisis ahokyere ba ye under Mahama. President Kufuor kasa de fa ho. But 8 years under one kasa the political party na aban no. Eniema eye worse than the see here Mills Mahama no but san fa ho and the President Kufuor here permission free Justin kodua and as party ni pen fa bibi bone e ko so wa ba be ka che Ghana obian sideline no
that's it. The number, that's it. Lucius.